Again. Yo, what's up? What's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house, with the one, with the only, the indelible one, DBL Nick's in the house. And of course, it's not a party unless you got the best stunt queen in the whole wide world. And we got her here with us today. Yes, sir. Special guest, DBL Moms. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Indelibles around the world, here we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin by saying we are not financial or stock advisors. This is not stock or financial advice. This is just a show. And that's out of the way, so let's talk about, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe and do what this gentleman says.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded, and remember to share.
Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing and caring. You don't have to share, but if you do share, that would be mighty appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alrighty. So, also, if you're not following us on X.com, which is Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you can follow us also on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, we're going to be doing live streaming on social medias right now. And then after that, we're going to take it to our private Discord. So we welcome you to come and join us with the continuation of the stream on the private Discord. It's a lot more in-depth, a lot more serious, a lot more indicators looked at, entries, exits, a whole bunch of stuff. And we've got a special for you where you can come and check it out for 5 days. For $1, and then it's $39.99 thereafter. And the link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Yeah. All right, so let's go and take a look at the leading stock right now, which is FOXO. FOXO went up 79% pre-market, and it formed this pennant over here, and it broke through the pennant, but has very strong resistance at 43 cents. It's curling back up to VWAP again. And of course, we called it in the Discord. It has news of acquisition. It's acquiring an OTC 000 stock. Not necessarily the most strongest news, but the word acquisition pops up. The company that it's acquiring is called Renovo. It's a 0001 OTC. The float on FOXO is 7 million, and the volume is 24 million. We're going to be looking to see if it can break that 43-cent mark. That 43-cent mark is a very critical area of resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to LGVN. This ticker over here has been running for multiple days, and of course we called it before it started running. Doubles, we called it before it started running. Didn't we, Doubles? We sure did. In our Discord. Yeah, get in there. Just saying. All right, so what's the story with this? LGVN came out with positive news. They also came out with news, trial news, phase 2. They also came out with news that they cut a deal where they're going to be making $4 to $5 million, $4 to $5 million annual with that particular deal. So we're looking at it right now, and it popped up a little bit earlier. It was up quite a bit. What was it, 40, 50% earlier? What was it? 43%. So this ticker went up in after hours 2 days ago, 240%. Yesterday, 108%. We were all over it, ladies and gentlemen. And now it popped up 40%. It's bouncing off the demand zone. The demand zone will be right over here, so we can zoom into it. Now, my concerns are we do have a situation where there's a potential double top here and here. That is the prevailing on the 1, and it is the prevailing on the 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and draw that. And again, we got very strong resistance at the supply zone. So that is a concern. Doubles. That is a concern. We don't like double tops. We like double bottoms. And you know what we like more than double bottoms? We like bottom tails. Bottom tails. It's all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen, as we zoom in at the 5 minute. And it looks like it might be doing a little bit of a descending wedge over here. Giving us some range, maybe all the way up to the supply zone. So let's go get the graffiti pencil out, ladies and gentlemen, right over here. And maybe we got something like that. And maybe we got something like this. and maybe it's a descending wedge, and we'll keep an eye on it to see if it breaks out. We're hoping to see something like that right there. Boom. That's what we're looking to see. Again, we got the double top resistance at these levels over here, so it's going to have a bit of a situation breaking through that. Now, yesterday, they did dilute. They had a 1 point something million as their float, and they diluted. The price took a fall off the cliff. You could see that. You can see that over here. If we zoom in, you can see that the price fell off a cliff over here when they diluted, consolidated, and formed a cup and a handle, which we alerted to our Discord, and from that cup and handle, it shot up. So the news with the LGVN is strong, but they have a history of diluting and can still dilute. It's still a micro float at 3 million plus, so the float is still very low. Volume currently 13.33 million. So we'll keep an eye on you, LGVN. You've been feeding our Discord quite well for the past several days. But again, a dilution risk because of that shelf registration. We don't like that. DBLs, we don't like that. No. All right, let's go to another ticker. Let's go to AIMD. AIMD has news, but it is coming down pretty poorly. It's not doing very well over here. Let's zoom in. Let's take a look at it, and we would need it to see it start to bounce back up right around here. So let's get the graffiti pencil. We want to see a bounce back up right around here. If not, we could see a complete failure, and this could round trip. And then, of course, the supply zone would be somewhere around over here, right around there, maybe right around there. And we'll keep an eye on it, but it needs to hold this general area of support over here. If it doesn't, it does not look too schmexy. Right now, it's up 48%. 48%. The float's 3 million. The volume is 12.44%. Percent. There will be significant resistance right around over here. Right here at 17-6 right there, if it can break through. But right now it is, letting us know whether or not it's going to maintain the demand zone. So if it maintains the demand zone, then maybe we got something. If we don't, we don't. A ticker that has gone up over 100%. It's a penny. SVMH. Yeah, let's go take a look at it. It's going parabolic. We like those parabolic moves, don't we? My, oh my, why is it going parabolic? Let's see. SVMH announces Prana 2.0 electric motorbike will be available to order online beginning June 16th, with first shipment to commence in early Q3 2024. This is as of 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. The float on this monster is pretty heavy at 32 million, but the ticker is trading at only 32 cents. And as we always say, when you got a low price stock, we can be a little bit more forgiving with the float, but you are thick. SVMH is thick. Doubles, how do we spell that? THI-double-C. And the volume is only 7.9 million, and it's up 129%, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. Let's have some fun with SVMH, the electric bike company, coming out with a product Q3. So that's 335.69 doubles.
Nice.
Double. I'm just saying, DBL moms, careful, easy, gentle. I'm just talking about the price. Relax. Put the chancleta away. Put it away. Walk away from the chancleta. Walk away. All right. So far, it's pulling back. We got a top tail. We don't like the top tail.
We like the bottom.
It's all about the bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen. If it does not have a bottom tail, it does not look schmexy. See, that is the beginnings of a bottom tail, but it's red. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
We're looking at the 1 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen, and it is pulling back. That's a healthy thing for it to pull back. And now it's forming a bottom tail green. Can we get a thicker bottom tail green? Let's take a look at the RSI. We can see that the RSI is certainly in the overbought region, and the most recent candles are in fact red. A pullback is natural, but what's concerning is this top tail over here. This top tail over here is very concerning on the 1 minute, and this candle right here is turning red, even though it was temporarily green. So we want to see if it can hold here, and it doesn't look like it will, but let's see if it can hold here, and of course, at the very least, we want it to hold here. So those are some key levels of support. Support, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the support. You need support. Okay, so let's go to the 5 minute. Take a look at what's going on with the 5 minute.
5 minute.
And again, it is respecting so far this support area, but we need this candle to turn green. The 5 minute candle needs to turn green and become a top tail green for it to continue to be schmexy. Now, keep in mind, it ran up 120-something%. So it's due for a pullback, but what a heavy pullback. It pulls back now at 98%. So that's almost a 30% drop from when it first put out the news. And the news is, it's okay. It's like a meh. That's a meh. There's just not enough volume to handle how thick the float is. The float's 32 million and the volume is only 10 million. So that's my concern on it. But it was a respectable 123% run by SVMH. So you will be a side chart.
Side chart.
Side chart FLA. Ladies and gentlemen, side chart for SVMH. Is that what it is? SVMH. SVMH. What do we got there? NXL. Top Success wants to know about NXL. Let's take a look at that. We did a video on that. Let's see what's going on with NXL. Let's see how it's doing. How you doing? Okay, so it didn't hold the previous demand area. So let's get a graffiti pencil out and redraw things. Let's take this and put it down here and make this now the new demand zone right here, right over here, right about there. Let's say right there. And a new supply zone would probably be moved it, let's say, to over here, right there, boom. Yeah, something like that. And let's go ahead and zoom in, and too much right there. So some couple of key levels, if you will. Let's change the graffiti pencil to check out the key levels. So we have support over here. We got support right there. And we got support right there. And now the resistance here. Here, certainly over here, and over there. So those are the support and resistance areas, and if we zoom in, you can see where they're at. So support would be 94 cents, 97 cents, and then we are still got support at $1, which could easily become resistance if the price action goes down. And then we've got 105 as resistance, 19. 113, 118. So those are the key levels on NXL. And right now, it just does not have the volume to make it move, even though it had some news yesterday that it was approved by the Brazilian Health Regulatory Agency for its neurostimulation device. The float's low. It is 5.3 million float, but the volume just didn't come in today. It's only 583,000 shares. So if the volume comes in, it is in the demand zone, and it could coil. It could coil. We're hoping that it bounces off this demand zone and moves up. And it looks like it probably did a public offering over here. I'm guessing because it fell off a cliff right over here, right at the 4 o'clock hour-ish, right around there, right? Oh, 7 o'clock. What is it? 7 o'clock? 7, no. Right around, right around the 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it fell off a cliff. So it looks to me like they may have done a public offering. And if it can hold this consolidation at the demand zone and start curling up, it would be worth watching. If not, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately, aside from diluting yourself? Let's go back to SVMH. It seems to be coiling. Ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a peeky-weeky. All right, this is on the 5 minute. So we had a doji-esque kind of candle. It's still respecting this support area of around 30 cents. And as I say that, it dips just below it. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
We're taking a look at the 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. And could it be that it's trying to do an A, B, C, D? Let's go do some graffiti on it. Let's go A from over here to over there, B from here to over there, and can we get a C like that? How about that? Can we do that? We need some volume. We need some volume to start cooking so that this SVMH can move again. The news is meh. They're announcing that their electric motorbike will be available to order online beginning June 16th. The first shipment to commence in Q3. All right, whatever. All right. It's a 31-cent stock. It's currently up 104%. It went as high as 123%. I don't like the float at 32 mil, but I do like the fact that the volume is going up. Last time we looked, it was only 10 million, but now it's 14 million. So we're certainly going to take a look at you later on. SVMH, we're going to take a look at you. Let's go take a look at SGD. SGD was on our scanners yesterday, but it didn't really move yesterday. Let's see what's going on right now. Not a lot of volume. It is a penny at 54 cents. The float is 5 million. The volume is only 62,000, so there's not a lot going on with it. But there is news that came out at 8:45. We'll read that to you in a second. It's up 4%. Safe and Green Development Corporation has had a history of running parabolic in the past, so we will certainly keep an eye on it. It strikes a deal to provide access to innovative home financing solutions to deliver affordable home ownership. So that's the story, but there's not a lot of volume on it, and I don't like it until they get some volume. I want volume because volume creates bottom tails, and we like bottom tails. We don't like top tails.
We like the bottom.
It's all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're a double bottom, even better. Even better. Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on SDGD, DBL Moms. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eagle eye on it, will you? Yeah. All right, let's go back to LGVN. LGVN. This ticker has been running for 3 days. 3 days of running. 3 days of running, indeed. Let's go ahead and take a look at it on the 5-minute chart.
5 minutes.
And what do we got over here? Let's go take a look at it. Let's zoom in a little bit. So we have that double top as a prevailing type of a pattern. And hopefully we can get some volume and see it break out. But it, I would have to say that the double top is probably the more dominant pattern at this moment. And we don't necessarily have enough volume right now for it to move. But it is at the demand zone, so I'm anticipating maybe a coil towards this area and maybe the formation of a triple top. Maybe. Unless volume comes in and it can break out. Now, LGVN did dilute yesterday after running very parabolic for 2 days. And you could see the dilution over here, right there, okay? And the float went from, I think, 1.8 million to about 3 million, which is not a huge dilution, but it did dilute. So getting caught in that flush kind of sucks. I like locking in the profits, Doubles. Yeah, lock it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the show, would you consider sharing? Because sharing's always caring. You don't have to, but if you did it, it would be super cool. Thank you. Super cool. So KITT has been like on the radar for a lot of folks on social media. We've been seeing it a lot. But it was forming somewhat of a kind of like a cup and a handle, but there was a bunch of top wicks in the 5-minute, which is kind of concerning. It still looks like a potential cup and handle. It's having an issue breaking through VWAP, which is right over here. So let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. Ladies and gentlemen, the famous graffiti pencil is now activated. Boom, right there. So there is your resistance level that it needs to break through. It has potentially a cup and handle, but what concerns me about it, Doubles, as I get the other graffiti pencil out, is it also formed a double top on the 5-minute.
5 minutes.
Right over here and right over here. But it seems that after the sell-off, right, which was right over here, it formed a consolidation here just below VWAP. So if it can get the volume, maybe we can have a little shot up over here. Let's see what happens. It's either a double top or a cup and handle. I'd like to see it break VWAP and give us more confirmation that it's going to be a bullish cup and handle, but it's up in the air at this point, and it doesn't have a heck of a lot of volume, so that's never a good thing for parabolic moves. It's a 20-cent stock. It's currently up 23%. It was up a lot more earlier in the morning. It had an 8K that came out on June 8th. Let's take a look at the 8K. Can you click on that, DBL Moms? Would you be so kind as to show me what the 8K said? Let's scroll down. Yeah, let's see what the 8K. Keep scrolling. Yeah, keep scrolling. Yeah, keep scrolling. Yeah. Okay. A copy of the opinion of Norton LP relating to the at-the-market offering previously reported. Okay, so we were just talking about an offering that they did at market price. That's what the 8K was. So that's not much to write home about. You could X out of that. It's a heavy floated stock. Again, we forgive you because you're only 20 cents and you're a baby. It's just a baby. It's just a baby. So cute. It's a kit. It's a kit. But we like dogs. We like kittens too. But we like dogs. Doggos. Puppies. Volume 26 million. Float 36 million.
Orlando Bulltragos says JFBR.
Oh, Jeff Brands. Yeah. Orlando. Let's talk about Jeff Brands. It popped up a little bit earlier. Let's go to that. This is an Israeli company. They deal with e-commerce. Jeff Brands. E-commerce. Israeli company, and it is a penny stock. It was an IPO last year, if I remember correctly. It's currently up 16%, 41 cent stock. The float is particularly interesting. Doubles. Yes. You want to know why it's interesting? Why? Because the float is a micro mini skirt float at 411,000 shares. Cover those legs, Jeff Brands. You got a micro mini on you. So it's a micro mini float. The volume is 6 million, but it is particularly choppy. I don't like the way this looks, okay? Very, very choppy on the 5 minute. 5 minute. Okay, it is currently up 15%, and it's just not getting clean movement. And you got significant resistance at a much higher price point, but we're not even near that. And it looks like it's forming a double top. So right over here, we could get our pencil out. A lot of top tails. We don't like top tails, ladies and gentlemen.
We like the bottom tails.
We're all about the bottom tails. In fact, you could even say it might even be a head and shoulders type of situation right here. Either way, it is bearish. We need to see volume. We need to see this 9 EMA curl up, and right now it is not doing that, which is indicative of lack of volume. And you can see it more pronounced at the 1 minute.
1 minute.
And you can see at the 1 minute it is definitely a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Now, it did sell off already, and it is trying to break through VWAP, so resistance would be around 43 cents. We need some volume here, Jeff Brands. Do we have news on it? I don't see any news. It filed a 6K a couple of days back, but aside from that, there's no news on it. And even though it has 6 million worth of volume, I'm wondering how much of that is short interest volume because it's not moving vigorously. We need to see some movement upward and some confirmation. Some key levels would be maybe over here. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil activated. This would be a level of resistance, level of support. So these are some of the areas. And then, of course, right here would be another level of resistance. Right here would be a level of resistance over here. And, of course, the high of day would be the other level of resistance. So we need to see it make its way up to VWAP to become interesting. I have it on the side chart, but right now it looks quite bearish, doubles, quite bearish. Let's go to LGVN. LGVN is coiling on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minute.
The 5 minute chart, you can see that we drew out the demand zone, the supply zone. We have that prevailing double top that we don't like, but we do also have a descending wedge. And if I zoom in, you can see that the price action is in fact trying to bounce off of the demand zone. So I would say that we probably have room up to 370-ish before it starts hitting really significant resistance. The ticker is a potential flush risk because they do have a shelf registration and it has been running for a long time. However, the powers that be have said that it has a target price of $15. Whether or not I believe that is a different issue, but if we go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and maybe even a little bit more than that, it looks like we got some room all the way up to 1071 if they do not dilute. Not saying it's going to go up there, but I'm saying there's room there, and there is news, and it has been running But a lot of it is going to depend on whether or not they dilute. The float now is almost 4 million. 4 million. It was just a day or two ago 1.8 million. So they have been diluting somewhat. They did have news that they were going to be making like $4 or $5 million from a deal that they cut, and also they had positive phase 2 news on some kind of a heart condition that can be fatal. I don't remember what it's called. Don't ask me. I don't know. I just don't know, you know? I don't know, you know? All right, let's go to HTH, Hilltop Holdings, and it's a meh. Why did I look at this? I looked at this because it's, well, you know what? It's up 37.95%. This is also on a 4-hour chart. Let's get it down to a 5-minute. And you can see it had a high of 30.66. It's a higher price ticker. I probably wouldn't be trading this. So let's go to AIMD. AIMD also had news, and it fell off a cliff and broke its neck. It broke its neck. Ay. Not particularly schmexy. What is considered a strong volume pre-market to be parabolic top success? It really depends, but just a rule of thumb, I like to see 4 to 6x the float. So if the float's 1 million, I'd like to see minimum 4 million. 6 million is better, and more than that is even better. Even better. Just saying. SVMH is moving. Let's go take a look at that one. SVMH with the news of the electric bicycle.
Orlando says thank you.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got a situation here. SVMH went up 140%. It is the second bagger that we called for the Discord and live on the show. We called LRHC pre-market early in the morning. I was having my coffee, my iced espresso, and DBL Mom said, "Oh my goodness, LRHC is up 104%. I said, "That's the first bagger." She said, "You're right, my dear love. I love you so much." Mwah, 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 mwah. Just like that, seriously. And then she hit me with the chocolate. True story. Yeah, okay. We got a good relationship, don't we, DBL Moms? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hey. All righty. All right, so SVMH 2.0 electric motorbike will be available to order online beginning June 16th, with the first shipments to commence in early Q3 2024. I don't like the float at 32 million, but it is a 36-cent stock, so as we always say, we'll forgive ya. We'll forgive ya. And we're going to keep an eye on it. It's now 129. It's forming a top tail. We don't like the top tails.
We like the bottom.
It's all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. AIXI on the scanner. Boop, 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 boop. Moving. AIXI up 25%. And AIXI secures major contract for AI-powered solutions in energy sector. It has a float of 11 million, so it's a little bit on the thick side. And the volume is currently only 236,000 shares. 236,000 shares. And it's forming a top tail. We don't like the top tail.
We like the bottom.
It's all about the bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the bottom tail, but we'll keep an eye on this little fella. I don't like the float on it. The float's a little bit on the thick side, but we'll keep an eye on it. Is it a China stock? It's a China stock? Well, why don't you click it over here? Click that right there. Let's see if it's a China stock, because they like to pump and dump. I will pump and dump you. And they are in Shanghai. So I'm going to do a little side chart for AIXI. It's a little bit thicker than I like. I like them a little bit thinner than that. But hey, it's all right. It's 11 million float. Let's go to the videotape for the crowd favorite, the ape world. You know what I'm talking about. GME. And it is still trending upward off of the demand zone. Let's zoom in and we can see that. And GME is currently up 1.37%. That's not that much. The price action is getting closer to $30. So, yeah, okay. So that's the story, and we're sticking to it. Let's go back to AIXI. AIXI moving a little bit, but forming a double top on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
The 1 minute is forming a double top right here. It's like these two top tails. We don't like top tails. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't like them.
Bottom tails.
It's what he said. One more time.
We like the bottom tails.
It's all about the bottom tails, and if you give me a double bottom, it's even better. Even better.
Sure.
But we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep an eye on it because it's trying to pump. It's trying to push. It's up 31%. Volume has jumped from 250,000 shares to 606,000 shares. This is a China stock, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, a China stock with a major contract for AI-powered solutions in energy sector. Okay, yeah, right, yeah. Okay, but we're still going to keep an eye on you because I don't really care too much about your news. I just want to see if you can go up some more. There's some key levels of resistance that I'm going to mark for myself just so I can keep an eye on them. And they're quite high, $1.83. But right now you got 1, 2, 3 top tails, and that does not particularly look schmexy doubles. And on the 5-minute chart, the 5-minute chart's giving me a double top. So you got the double top right over here. That's not particularly schmexy. We will keep on moving and looking for something else to check out. Let's go check out another ticker. Let's take a look at MWG hitting the scanner. MWG. And it has popped up. MWG has popped up. And, chart doesn't look particularly attractive just yet. It is a 41-cent stock, 26% up. Float on the thick side, THICC, 10 million. Volume's kind of low at 316 million. Multiways Holdings secures a 17.6 million leasing deal with Singapore Ministry of Defense, strengthening its growth prospect. Is this another China stock? Click into it. Click into it. Is this another China stock with a pop and drop? Is it another pop and drop situation? Let's see. Is it? They say they were in. Yeah, but that's a foreign zip code there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it says U.S., but I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, anyway, not particularly schmaxy. We're going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on grooving. We're going to go back to SVMH. Dance with the one that brung ya. All right. So, they got electric motorbikes that they're coming out with Q3 2024. A bunch of top tails. It gave, while we were away, it gave us the ABCD and went up to 39 cents. We missed it. But we did say that it went up 140%, so that would probably be at the 39-cent mark. But now you got a bunch of top tails. So let's go clean up the chart just a hair and get rid of the trending lines over here. And what we can see is you have a bunch of top tails. We don't like top tails.
We like that bottom
It's
tails.
all about the bottom tails. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured this one out yet, it's all about the bottom tails. And this looks like it's going to curl over. You could see that it is in the overbought area of the RSI, and volume is dropping, and we're getting red candles. We don't like red candles.
We like the green one.
We like the green candles. And we like bottom tails like that one. That's a pretty one. This is a pretty one. This is ugly. We don't like red top tails. Red top tails. So it looks like it's going to go downtown. And we don't like it going downtown. That's not what we're into. We're not into that. So here's the deal. It looks like it's going this way. You got support at VWAP, which is right over here. So let's get a graffiti pencil. Boom, boom. Let's go over here. Boom. And then you got support over here. So if it fails these levels, it gets disconcerting. And I'm not particularly feeling it at this juncture. So let's go take a look at something else. Is there something else we could take a look at? How about nothing really that schmexy. Let's go take a look at FOXO. FOXO was moving earlier. I think we spoke about it a little bit earlier. It's time for the espresso, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all enjoying whatever you like to drink, whether it's tea, chamomile, or espresso. Tierra Cubana. Oh my goodness, that's good. Yeah. All right, so let's go and analyze the situation with FOXO. So here's the dealio. FOXO acquired an OTC stock that's a 0001. And the news is out that it acquired this 0001 stock. So, a lot of people probably didn't read the fact that it was an OTC 0001, but that's what they acquired. But then, on the other hand, FOXO's only 35 cents themselves, right? Okay, so currently they're up 46%. They shot up to 79% DBL moms.
Yeah,
79% on the news. The float's not horrible. It's pretty decent. 7 million. Volume is 26 million. But here's the situation. The situation was that we had a bull pennant. The price action shot up. and retracted. We have a strong resistance level at 43.41. 43.41. We need a lot of volume to break through 43.41. If you don't break through 43.41, time for some more espresso. More espresso, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not up yet. Nope. If it don't break through the 43.41 right there, see, you got a double top. So let's get that graffiti pencil out. Actually, let's get rid of this triangle because it already served its purpose. Yes, it was, in fact, a bull pennant, and we proved it to be logical and clear and accurate. So we're going to get rid of that. Boom. All right, we got rid of that. So right now, the prevailing winds are not what we like. We don't like double tops. We like double bottoms. But this is a double top, okay? So what we need to see, you see this line over here? This one? The ISA one right over here? The teal, that's teal, right? DBL Moms, teal, like this one? We need this sucker to coil, okay? And then it's got to break this level. VWAP is a little bit lower because it's been trending downward. So let's go and get rid of this line over here. Let's get rid of that, okay? And let's bring this sucker down right over here, right around there. Okay, so we need to see it break 3785 and move upward. But right now, it is still trending downward. We don't like that. We don't like that. So I'm going to go and do one of these little joints right here. This is a downtrend. We need to see it break this downtrend, and then it has significant resistance at VWAP and really, really significant resistance at 43 cents a rune. Now, it did break that earlier and went to 49 cents, but it just couldn't hold it, and it created a top tail.
We don't like top tails.
It's all about the bottom tails. Ladies and gentlemen, we are anti-top tails. If you're anti-top tails, give me a bottom tail in the chatter room. Bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom tails. Just saying. Just saying. Can you give me a click on that one right there? I just want to see what's going on with that right there. Right there. Okay, nothing particularly going on. Click on that one right there. Okay, so we're going to take a looky here at ONMD with a 9 million float, 1 million volume. ONMD. And this ticker has run in the past. It's run in the past. It doesn't quite have enough volume at this point, and it looks kind of bearish, and it formed a top tail, and it's currently up 12%, and they had news at 8:45 this morning, which really didn't push the needle too much, that they are leading clinical, they're partners with leading clinical trial design and software company and significant data license agreement. So that's the story, but it hasn't really produced a lot of volume. DBL Moms, it hasn't produced a volume. So, you know, until the volume comes in, if the volume comes in, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately, ONMD? I know you ran parabolic a couple of weeks ago. I get it. In fact, I could show the peoples, the indelibles out there. You could see it had parabolic runs right over here. See, where it went up to $3 and change. And it did it several times. And then it crashed and burned. Did it again, crashed and burned. In fact, you could see the double tops over here that we posted way back when, where it crashed and burned, right? And then it shot up and crashed and burned. Okay, so that's the story. And without volume, NMD, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? MWG. Let's try that again. MWG. Boom, chakalaka. Boom, chakalaka. Okay, it is coiling. It is, in fact, coiling. Let's go to the shorter time frame. Let's go to 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And it still has to reclaim that wick, and it's trying pretty darn good to do that. So 54 cents seems to be the next resistance level, which is the high of the day. It's the high. Come on, give me 54 cents. Right there. 54 cents, and it seems to be moving towards it. Let's go to the 1 minute.
1 minute.
And we're going to garner some information, and it is quite extended on the 1 minute. It is extended, ladies and gentlemen, and we have strong resistance over here at this level. 28 cents, and it broke past that. It broke past 28 cents a long time ago. It's moving north. It's up 70%. Ladies and gentlemen, Multi-Way Holdings secured 17.6 million leasing deal. It's a 10 million float. Volume 2.57, and now it has a top tail. So it peaked at 70%. Wah, wah, wah. That's the story, Charlie. That's the story with that one. And I would have to say we probably got a similar situation going on if it gets volume. ONMD has to break this downtrend. It's very, got a very similar type of situation with its setup, but it's got a downtrend right here, I would say. So we get the graffiti pencil, and we need to see this downtrend break right around here. Right there. We need that to break, okay? So we'll keep an eye on ONMD, but right now it is on a bearish downward track. Let's go to FOXO. I don't need this. Get this out of here. Get out of here. FOXO. Hate when that happens. Okay, so again, strong resistance over here. We need the price action to break this downward trend. FOXO. Yeah, you ran 70% earlier. Yeah. I made money with you. Thank you very much. But what have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about what you've done for me now. I am demanding of my stocks. I don't just toy around with any particular stock. You got to prove your love to me. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so, anywho, give me a clicky dicky over here. A little clicky dicky right there. Clicky wick. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's see, URGN also was on the scanner earlier in the morning. Let's see what that's doing. URGN, it's Friday, not a lot of volume, okay? Target alert, $40 by Oppenheimer, that don't mean nothing. There's no volume. It's a thick stock, 29 million. Price is $18.30, and the volume is only 43,000. Later for that. Later, Gator. All right, we're going to go take a look at AIMD. AIMD made some noise earlier, and then it did a little round trip action over here. You can see that we drew some demand and supply zone. So let's go ahead and sharpen our graffiti pencil a little bit and fix it up a little bit. Let's say that this right here is your demand zone, basically an area of support, if you will. And this area right here is your supply zone, basically an area of resistance. La resistance, okay? La resistance. Let's zoom in it. Let's go and zoom a little bit. And you could see, let's zoom out here, right there. You could see it formed a double top and flush down, right? So let's go ahead and get another graffiti pencil out and draw that. So we had a double top over here and over here. And then, of course, the price action went down. But look, it's maintaining itself in the demand zone, and it's trying to curl upward. So basically, a demand zone would be technically an area where there's a need for, I guess there's more buyers wanting to come in, more buyers. But again, it's not a slam dunkety. It's not. And if we look at the RSI, there seems to be still more room for it to go into the oversold area. So the price action could continue to drop. There's no guarantee that it's because it's at the demand zone, it's going to keep going up. You could be catching falling knives, DBL next. Yes. You could. But it looks like it's trying to curl. It needs volume. It needs attention. It needs some love and care. It's like that. It's $1.17. It was under $1 recently. It's up 42% now. It was up a lot more than that earlier. A lot more than that. The float is small, 3.15. It's just a baby. It's just a baby. Yeah. Volume is only 15 million, so the volume is okay. It's all right, but it's not wonderful. So I'm not impressed with you, AIMD. If you're not going to get me some volume, well, what are we doing over here?
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately? That's what I want to know. That's what I want. Doubles. That's what I want to know. DBL moms. That's what I want to know. All right, we're going to find another ticker because right now nothing is particularly schmexy. Let's go to LGVN. LGVN. And it is Friday, guys. I mean, this is what happens. You know what I mean? This is what happens. Okay, so again, with this particular ticker, let's go to the 5 minutes to tighten it up just a hair. So we could see that the prevailing winds are that it's a double top and that the price action should go down, which in fact it did. If we zoom in, we could see that the price action did go down. Now the question is, it held support at this demand zone and started coming back up, but it broke through VWAP, and then you had a huge flush. That's not good. Now, this is the third-day continuation. The stock went up parabolic. It went up parabolic like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It went up 240% in after hours. And, of course, we called it in the Discord before it went up like that. You know we did that. You know we did that because we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. We're the real McCoy. Hashtag no 10% runners.
No 10%.
I would be embarrassed to talk about a 10% runner. Yeah. I like to talk about the LRHC that ran 104% that we called in the pre-market. I like to call SVMH 140%. Parabolic multi-baggers are what I like. I like multi-baggers. 300%, 200%. I'm going to do a little flex. I can joke around and still get the baggers.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to be a stuffed shirt. The stock looks like it's gonna break the 200 and go up 1%. You should really think I'm awesome because it went up 1%. Come on now. Come on. You got to go. Come on. KAVL on the scanner, ladies and gentlemen. KAVL moved up a while ago, a couple of days ago, and it's pumping. It's pushing. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's up 80%. 80%, a little on the volatile, and very choppy. A little bit of a top tail. It's okay. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Any news? I don't see no news. Scroll down. The float is low, so this is going to be a volatile ticker. And there's no news, so it's going to be super volatile. And it did form a top tail. We don't like top tails.
We like the bottom tail.
It's all about the bottom tails. Ladies and gentlemen, the float is 865,000. It's a micro mini.
Oh my.
It's just a baby. Volume 787,000. Let's take a look at the videotape. Let's go to the 1 minute.
1 minute.
We're going to a 1 minute chart. It's coming up to resistance at 272. 272, ladies and gentlemen, coming to resistance. It's breaking resistance, ladies and gentlemen. You just got your third bagger, 109%. If you're having fun, would you consider sharing? You don't have to, but if you do, it would be so nice. Hold on. What are we up to? 125%. Ladies and gentlemen, 125%. You saw it here. You don't want to see no show where they're just showing you 1% moves. You want to see 20, 30, 40, 50% moves. This ticker is now up 142%. Oh, my Lord, 165%. Can I have a holy moly? Oh, the humanity of it. Give me a tissue. Tito, give me a tissue, please. I need some espresso. 165%. That would be the third bagger we've called since we've been up early in the morning at 3:40 Eastern Standard Time because the early bird gets the cashola, 194%. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. I don't want to flex. I don't got to flex. I just show you. I show you what's up. What's up? 194%, 200%. Can I have a 200%? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not done yet. KAVL on the stream, if you don't mind sharing. Sharing is Karen. 202%. 202%, and it's still pumping. It's pumping. It's pushing. It's pushing. It's going to do a little bit of a pullback. That's okay. That's okay, but you just saw a 202% run on the low floater, 865,000 shares, and now you got 1.52 million. It's pulling back. I'm going to put you on the side chart, KAVL. I want to thank you for the memories. Thank you so much. You are so kind, KAVL. So kind. But as we like to say, what have you done for me lately? Yeah, you gave me 202%. But until you're ready to give me some more, I'm going to go on the Serengeti with my pride. Yeah, we're going for some more stonks.
Yay.
Or gazelles. Stonks or gazelles. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't mean nothing. Let's take a twirl on the whirl here. Let's twirl around and try to find another ticker. DBL, tell DBL moms to find something like that. Something like that. We like that.
I don't know.
We like that.
What do you think?
We like that. Let's see. What else can we look at? Let's go back to FOXO. See what's. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. KAVL 230%. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it. The
It got upset with you.
230%. Okay, KAVL, I got you. I respect you. I respect you. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You want me to keep paying attention to you. No problemo. Let's do it. Hey, moms, the price action's at $4.69. It's the price action. Put the chancleta away. It's just the price action. $4.69 right over here. Right there. Right there. Let's zoom in. Let's go to the 5-minute chart.
5 minutes.
5-minute chart giving us a little bit of a top tail. Can it reclaim 450? It's reclaiming 450, ladies and gentlemen. It's going for a new high. Oh my goodness, get rid of that top tail. Give me a bottom tail, bottom tail, bottom tail. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's giving me some reddish on the 1 minute with a double top tail. That's not good, but it needs to pull back. It needs to pull back, ladies and gentlemen. KAVL has now become of most interest to me.
Most.
Yuppers. Yuppers. Very shamexy. Double top. A little bit of a double top on the 1 minute. Let's take a look at it on the 5 minute. The 5-minute chart is a top tail. We don't like top tails doubles. We like the bottom tails as we start to approach the 9:30 bell. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue our live stream. It will be a lot more serious and in-depth on our Discord, where we start to talk about entry points, exit points, the indicators that we look at, and how we make our decisions as to what we're doing. And we go really in depth in the Discord. So go ahead and click the link to do a 5-day trial for $1, and then it's $39.99. You could go ahead and do that. Yes, sir. You could certainly do that, and you'll see us continue our live stream there. And of course, if you're not following us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is always caring, and we appreciate that so much. It means a lot to us. And of course, you could also come and watch us on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you could also follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And it's Coach Nick Money wanting you to make a lot of money, because I'm Coach Nick Money.
Be greenable.
Be greenable and have a fantastic week. I hope your aspirations, desires, and wishes all come true. And I'm also here with my man, the one and only, the other indelible, DBL Nicks. Indelibles, we also have the Stonk Queen herself. Exclusive to this show, the one, the only, your favorite Stonk Queen, DBL Moms.
Hey!
In the house. It's not a show until you get a...
Hey!
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We'll see you on our Discord if you'd like to join us. Bye-bye.